Hey songwriters, now if your songs do not hook people in the first 7 seconds, then they're gone. Right now, over 90,000 songs are uploaded every single day online. And the truth is, listeners are skipping faster than ever. Now the average listener decides to skip a song in the first 7 seconds. Not 30 seconds, not 1 minute, 7 seconds. And it makes sense, music is more accessible than it has ever been. And if something doesn't grab you instantly, then there's thousands of other songs that you can choose that ultimately will. So the question isn't, is your song good? It's, does it hook you immediately? So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 techniques that you can use straight away into your songwriting to engage listeners and increase the chances of keeping them there for a sustained period of time. Hey, Danny here, founder of Songwriters International. We help songwriters develop their skills by sharing tips, tricks, and techniques on all things songwriting so that you can take your songs from good to great. So the first thing we can use is what we call disjunct melodies. Most melodies have little to actually no movement between each note. And that works well for verses, maybe pre-choruses, but for the hooks of songs, we want to have big open movements, which increases the chances of creating hooks, and that's where we use disjunct melodies. Now, disjunct melodies will move massively between note to note. The easiest way for me to demonstrate this is to pretend that we're writing a chorus together. I'm going to pick up my guitar and I'm going to show you how we would use disjunct melodies in the writing session. So for this example, we're going to use a simple set of chords and we're going to focus on the movement between each note and how there's big jumps between each. Hey, don't you go loving me da-da-da. I can feel like I can going down. Then big jump. Hey, got me feeling, I can feel you, got me know, I can feel you everywhere I go. Now you can see there we had movement between each note. Now you don't have to have every single note constantly jumping up and down, but at different moments of the chorus melody in particular, that's when we're going to be using disjunct melodies. And these jumps create surprise, they create attention. And all we're trying to do here is create a shape of a melody that the listener can pick out the key points that then they can pick on and start to sing. And this is going to increase your chances of your melodies not being too forgettable. Now we can also use what we call post-chorus hooks. Now these are fantastic for not overcomplicating a lyric and maximizing the amount of hooks that we create. Now the way in which you actually make a post-chorus hook catchy and rememberable is we use what we call throwaway lyrics. Now throwaway lyrics are lyrics like la las, yes, na na na, oh oh oh. Very, very simple. They make no sense in terms of a story. They're not telling the listener any more story. They are simplifying it and they are just focusing on throwaway lyrics, but then the hooks are what are catchy. Now you'd repeat these lines for between 2 to 4 lines after the chorus. And the great thing about these, they don't require thinking. They don't require even understanding. They're instantly singable. And if you were to go and take a listen to so many great catchy hooks by great songwriters, you'll see these cemented throughout many of those tracks. Now a very famous song that you may be aware of, a song by the Beatles, it's called Hey Jude. It's one of their most successful tracks, but they have a post-chorus hook in their song, which goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Na 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 na. Hey Jude. And then they do it again. Na 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 na. And all it is na na na, hey Jude. Doesn't tell you a story, doesn't overcomplicate things. But as soon as you've heard it the first time and they do it again, you know the hook, you can sing along straight away, and it's fantastic for audience engagement. And also when a listener has not heard your song before, they're going to pick up on those things, come back again, and then listen to the story. Now I want to share with you something that's not taught very often. It's what we call the happy birthday effect. Now if we take a look at the melody of Happy Birthday, you'll see it follows this pattern. The first line and the second line are the same melody, but the third line actually changes. And then we come back to the fourth line, which again is the same as the second and first line. Now what do we have there? We have what we call a third line breakout. Now the third line in this is everything because it instantly creates contrast to the previous 2 lines that we've just heard. But also when we come back to it, which is the fourth line, we come back to the same melody that we've heard in the first and second. It resolves it. But the third line also acts as an escape, a moment for the listener to take a moment, a break, and then come back to the hook. And if we actually sing that together, you will see how it works. We have happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, ba-ba-da-da, happy birthday to you. 3 lines are the same, 1 line is a breakout. 3rd line breakouts are incredibly powerful for creating hooks and then bringing you back to the hook. Now this next one is a big one, and it's to start with your best idea. So many songs that I hear don't start with the best part of their track. And that's a shame, because some really great songs don't really kick in till after 40 seconds, 50 seconds. And if the song starts slow, listeners predict that it's going to be slow, and then that's what increases the chances of a 7-second skip. How we can combat this is very, very simple. It's to come in and lead with the best parts of your song. Now, for example, it could be the post-chorus hook. Another example is to take your chorus with your disjunct melody and then bring it in. And then you actually solidify that with the happy birthday effect or the 3rd line breakout. You come straight in, you increase the chances of the listener staying, because once they've heard that hook, it's catchy, it's brought them in. Then we can tell a little bit of story, and then we reintroduce that hook again. And then they've heard it after 1 minute, perhaps twice. Where traditionally, a lot of songs in the past only provide the chorus to the listener around 50 seconds up to 1 minute. And that is a large portion of time that has gone for a song. And you've got to do a lot of things right then to keep them to that stage. So if you feel like your songs are not connecting, the way that we do it is to follow methods that work and to increase the chances of keeping listeners there for a sustained period of time. And if you use these techniques, your songs will instantly stick faster. Now, if you're looking for help with your songwriting and how to develop your skills, your melodies, your lyrics, your structures, then I would absolutely love to see how I can help you, your songwriting. So below this video in the description, you'll be able to book a one-to-one call with me. I've opened up my calendar for a few spaces where, like I've mentioned, we can go through your songs and we can see how we can help and see if working with me would actually be beneficial. So go ahead in the description, click the calendar, head on over and book that call in with me. Now, if you're looking for ways to actually create great lyrics that accompany a great hook, because that's very, very important. If you've only got one part of the song, you're not going to actually keep the listener coming back time and time again. I've put together a masterclass on lyrics and specifically how I write lyrics that engage listeners, that tell story, and actually are not basic lyrics. They're actually very descriptive and increase the chances of keeping listeners there. So go ahead, somewhere around here, you'll see that video, so go and watch my lyrical masterclass. I'd love to share it with you and get you writing great hooks and great lyrics. So if you haven't already, you can go ahead, book that call in with me as well on my calendar. Make sure you subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll see you over on this video somewhere around here.